Chris, the sampling program identified two distinct subparallel anomalous gold trends on the sky zone, with one being an extension of previously identified zone. How significant is this discovery for Stakeholder Gold?
Right at it, Trace? I tell you what, I think it's very significant. There's a couple things about this, the results that we've got here that we find very intriguing. One is, both of the strike extents that are anomalous gold in an orthogneissic rock type start about 200 to 300 meters to the west of the planned route for the Northern Gateway Road. So we're really close to where the road will be. These structures, gold-bearing structures. The other is that one of them is not 1.9 kilometers, one of them is 1.3 kilometers. The one further south is about 1.3 kilometers and open to the southwest, so it could get larger. And they're two distinct anomalies. So the combined strike length so far is above 3.2 kilometers. I was doing some work. This is an orthogneiss rock type, most similar to perhaps the Golden Saddle discovery, 32 kilometers to the northwest. Golden Saddle has a strike extent of 850 meters at this point, 600 meters of depth, and 1 million ounce in measured and indicated categories, 1 million ounces of gold. So better recovery, slightly higher grade than coffee. So pretty compelling economics. But really what we're talking about here, Tracy, is a strike extent already of 3,200 meters compared to, in that instance, 850. So what will matter now is grade, but the location and the prospectivity of these targets is really as good as we could have hoped for in our program this summer.
So in other words, in terms of its potential impact on future exploration and evaluations, do you want to add anything further?
Yeah, I mean, essentially, our company's got 13 million shares outstanding. We're cash flow positive. So if Golden Saddle's at 1 million ounces today, and we have a surface imprint, some multiples of that surface imprint, if it carries to the same extent with the same kinds of grades and provides the same metallurgical recoveries, there could be a really meaningful revaluation of the shares. Very tight capital structure for the company, which we'll be able to maintain given the cash flow that we're able to generate, and the high prospectivity for this target that we've identified on the Ballarat. Yeah.
So with the detection of multiple spot gold anomalies, as well as the identification of a 500-meter wide zone of anomalous copper ridge, how does Stakeholder plan to prioritize its exploration efforts for these regions?
Good question, Tracy. But we will identify the full scope of exploration plans for next year. But essentially, we'll be targeting this, completing the work on. But we'll be targeting drilling on the gold zones, the sky zones that are over 3 kilometers in strike length. We'll be doing follow-up surface grids on the gold anomalies further south on the property, on the east and west sides of Ballarat Creek, and very possibly drilling also on the copper anomaly, an intrusive Jurassic Age, very large intrusive structure with high numbers of copper due north of the Casino deposit. So, and that's on the east side of the road. So we're uncovering gold on both the west and east sides of the road here, and also significant copper potential on the east side of the road due north of the Casino deposit.
And given stakeholders' central position within the white gold mining and exploration camp and your proximity to other significant projects, how do you view your competitive advantage in the region and potential collaboration or competition with other entities such as Newmont, of course, and Western Copper, etc.?
Yeah, it's a very well posed question, Tracy. There's 4 big companies there. Newmont, yes. RTZ, Mitsubishi are both shareholders, plus 20 million into Casino, and then Agnico Eagle through White Gold. So, the smallest of those is a $30 billion balance sheet. And this area has not really been in the news since the takeout of Kaminak in 2016, but it doesn't mean that there's not a lot of work going on and progress. And so I'd say our prospects, if we have are able to uncover a meaningful discovery, and we have the basis to begin to think about that at this stage. Right beside the road, there's 17 kilometers of this road goes through our claims at Ballarat, and that was our objective: stay close to the road. So everything we're finding here is within 3 kilometers of the road. It's going to bring power, water, and all the infrastructure advantages, reduce the cost of drilling, reduce the cost of development. So it's a great jurisdiction, location, and the deposits that have been identified here have economic extractive characteristics.
And of course, many of us are aware of the fact that you have a side business, mineralprices.com. And you have been following since 1995 every family gold office in the world. Is that correct?
Gold funds, managed gold funds, 114 managed gold funds. Yeah, $30 billion.
So when do you plan on starting your world tour to talk to them about Stakeholder?
With this, actually next week. That's a surprise question for me, but next week I have 2 institutions, because I think this has the ingredients for that. Market cap of the company is 15 million. We have a discovery like this. They sold coffee for $100 per ounce. If this is 2 million ounces, that would be 200, whatever. That's $15 a share at 15 million shares outstanding. I know it sounds, but I think the ingredients are there for major discovery in and amongst, in the White Gold District. That would be a pretty compelling story for experienced gold investors.
And of course, you heard it here first on Investor News. For more information, go to the Stakeholder Gold website and or mineralprices.com. Thank you, Chris.
Thank you, Tracy.